Hi guys, it's me Blondie and welcome back. Now you may be wondering, why do I have a barbed wire bat? And no, I'm not going to be playing Eeny Meeny Miny Mo right now. Maybe later. But I actually just came back from Paradise City Comic Con. This convention originally was called Magic City Comic Con. Now if you guys don't know much about the history of that, it used to be in Miami-Dade. And due to the fact that it was in Miami-Dade, there was a casino, well, there actually is a casino called Magic City Casino. So Magic City Casino, it kind of makes as if it was in Miami-Dade. But they moved it to Broward County, so they had to change the name to Paradise City Comic Con. I kind of spent about 3 weeks singing Paradise City by Guns N' Roses the entire time. It's a good song. If you guys haven't heard that, go check it out. But I'm going to be doing a quick review on this. I know I just went one day, but let me just say I actually had fun. I was not expecting to have fun. And I want to kind of break it down to you guys really quickly before anything else. So yeah. Anyway, before I do start, please mind this right now. This is my opinions. If you don't like my opinions, I'm sorry. I really am. But the thing is that I have said this in my past videos that I do respect everyone's opinion, and the least you guys can do is respect my opinion. I understand that yes, people do not experience the same thing as everyone else, and I don't expect anybody to kind of change their mind about certain things, about cons or anything that I review. If there is something that you don't like, please comment down below. I will interact with you as quick as possible, and you know, it'll be awesome to actually have a chat with you guys about that. Also, if I do have any issues with any one of you guys, I have Lucille, so I'm going to play Eeny Meeny Miny Mo with you guys if I do have any issues with anybody. So yeah. So this is going to be divided into 3 categories. Usually when I do reviews, I just do 2, but this is my new channel and this is my rules. So 3 categories. Now I understand that these 3 categories might interact with each other, but I'm going to try my best not to make it fuse too much. So the first one is going to be location. The location itself was in Broward County at the Broward County Convention Center. The down part about that was that it's connected to the Port of Everglades. If you have ever gone to a cruise, you have to have ID to kind of walk around the port. And I originally thought that I was going to be ID'd when I walked in. No. It was actually told to me, Manic Minchie and Simon Says, that if you were to park your car, you have to show ID to get out of your car, to go to the convention center, and then back to your car, you have to show ID in order to get to your car. So it's basically security purposes. But if you came in an Uber like I did, you kind of do avoid that whole hiccup whatsoever. So here's a little tidbit. Anybody that is going to any conventions in the future at the Broward County Convention Center, my best bet is to just Uber or take a Lyft over, and you should be absolutely fantastic. Now, the outer band of everything, there is a lot of places to eat. That was the one thing that the MAC, which is the Miami Airport Convention Center, does not have. There was about a few restaurants that were in walking distances that made things so much better, and I actually do like that a lot about this convention center. The third thing is that the outer band of the surrounding areas to do photo shoots is breathtaking. Downside is that today the weather did not permit any photographers, any cosplayers to do any shoots on the outside since it's kind of overcasted over here today. It's been raining, it's been very cold, and since it's by the coast, it's very windy. So that's kind of a downside. I know the convention can't really predict the weather and they can't control the weather, which I guess kind of give you guys props for telling me that straight to my face when I was talking about the location and how bad I felt about it. But I'm gonna have to give this thing right here, this whole thing, about an 8. Even though it was a very overcast day, the location itself was absolutely fantastic. Picking this place, the Broward County Convention Center, is actually 10 times better than the MAC. I understand the MAC has a lot of memories. It does make or break cons. But for Mike Broder to move Magic City over to Broward County and change it to Paradise City Comic Con was a very, very bold move, and I have to say, I do applaud you for that. So yeah. So the second is going to be the environment. Environment meaning the inside of the place. Now, the environment, the environment and everything was absolutely well organized. Everything was to partay. It was beautifully organized. And I love the fact that they did have the celebrities on one end and they had the cosplays guests on the other end, where it wasn't interfering with the actual guest. And I like the fact that they had the gaming section is one little area. They had the costume contest on the third floor, and they had the vendors and artists is kind of like somewhat mixed up, but they still had their space. I would have to say, when it comes to like the amount of people, it was quite tolerable. Usually on Saturdays when it comes to conventions, it's jam-packed, meaning that I can't walk at all. And on top of that, since I did not take the time to put a costume on, I didn't get stopped, so it was very comfortable to walk around. But my safe bet to tell you guys is to wear comfortable shoes or comfortable socks. I do wear like very flimsy socks because I like very like cutesy polka dotted socks and very bright colors. Whenever it comes to walking a lot, wear comfortable shoes. Don't wear uncomfortable shoes. That means a lot of you cosplayers are wearing high heels. I get it, your character's wearing high heels, but have a bag and have sandals in there so you can just take off your shoes and kind of relax. I would have to give that, since it was very tolerable where I can actually walk around, I would have to give that a 7, due to the fact that it was, even though it was tolerable, it was very slow for a Saturday, and I'm not used to having a very slow Saturday. If it was a little bit more busier, I would have brought it up a little bit, but it's going to be a 7. Even though everything, yes, it was organized beautifully, it was just, for some bizarre reason, it was very, very slow. And I don't know what the numbers are right now. I probably will end up finding out very soon, but once I do, it will probably give me a better idea as to why Saturday was like how it was. My safe bet is because of the weather and because of people are doing finals, and a lot of people couldn't take days off, as well as a lot of people are on vacation, so I can't really say much. Last category is going to be people. Now, automatically, I'm just say this right now, I'm giving this a 5 because of 2 things. 1, I did get to see people that I really wanted to see, and 2, I saw people I really didn't want to see. The people I did see, I was actually ecstatic to see them, and there were some people that I saw them, I was ecstatic to see them, but they weren't ecstatic to see me. And the other way around was kind of like the other way around. There was people I didn't want to see, they were ecstatic to see me, and there was people that saw I didn't want to see, and they saw me and they didn't want to see me either. So it's kind of like a 50-50 thing for me, but the thing is that it would have been a 4 up until the guy who basically sold me something that I'm going to be framing the moment it's signed. And let me just show you really quick. This is like my first time ever buying something, because I never buy anything. So, okay, so ready? I am going to be showing you this. I bought this from Red Giant, I believe. Yes, Red Giant Entertainment. I usually don't buy stuff like this, especially with Markiplier. I usually don't. I am a Markiplier fan. Markiplier has been like one of the reasons why I really do want to be, actually I really want to jump back on my YouTube channel. I spoke to this guy who sold it to me, and we talked for about a good half hour, and I'm very proud of myself because I used to suffer from social anxiety, but me, how I am today, I'm actually a lot better than I was before. So my overall review on this whole thing, I'm going to have to give this whole convention about a 7.5. I would have been giving it an 8, but the thing is that there were some things that I just did not like about it. And there were things I did like about it. And yeah, I mean, I had a great time. I really did. But the thing is like I said, there were some things that just didn't work up to basically bringing that up to a full-blown 10. But I can say I would recommend anybody that is going to be, is in Florida or was not in Florida that wanted to come down. Though the one thing I did forget to say, the celebrities they had, some of them weren't actually that interesting. Even though, you know, Joey was there as well as Ron Perlman, I really wasn't interested in seeing any one of them. Sorry, I mean, the lineup you guys had it was great, but it wasn't that great. So I'm actually gonna stand by my sharp, firm 7.5. And yeah, I know it's a really crummy like review. It's kind of my first one in a long time, so I'm going to be working on my reviews a little bit more. And this is actually since I did get back right now, this is kind of like a review right now for Saturday. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I know that Friday wasn't that great, but I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so I probably have to be on the lookout to see what's going on Sunday. So I'm Blondie. I'm going to catch you guys in my next video, and I'm going to go see how this kind of works out. I mean, maybe I can just make my own, but I kind of like this one. So, bye.